This is the E100 podcast. Welcome to the heart of the conversation.
Welcome to the second episode of the E100 podcast, where we talk, share, and learn together. Join us as we explore the topics that matter most to you, from relationships and finance to health and career goals. In the unfiltered chat segment, we dive into the social issues that affect us all. And finally, our public pulse segment brings you the thoughts and opinions of students just like you on issues that matter most. Subscribe to the E100 podcast on YouTube for real talk, inspiring stories, and practical wisdom all in one place. I'm Ruben, your host. Our panelists will introduce themselves. Going to help us discuss today's topic on the E100 podcast.
I'm Simberlin.
Veronica Sika.
Regina Faith.
John Kwame, aka Papa J.
Serafina, aka Decency.
And I'm Veronica Anyomi.
I'm David Sedem.
All right, guys, you're welcome. Our topic today is something that is quite sensitive, but that is the reason for this podcast. We need to demystify that and speak about it more so that women feel more like themselves and acceptable in society. We're speaking about menstruation today. Guys, how do you feel about that topic?
Interesting.
Okay, now to the guys. What comes to your mind when you hear the word menstruation?
Menstruation, to me, is about a monthly flow of blood or blood discharge from the women's under.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
Like he rightly said, menstruation is just the flow of blood every month in women.
Okay. Veronica, can you really explain to me how menstruation feels? Like, how does it feel like?
Okay, in my perspective, menstruation is just
in your experience or in your perspective?
My experience and perspective.
Okay.
The people I've witnessed theirs and how I've experienced mine. Is the blood flow from women in every month.
Okay.
And this happened from 2 days to 7 days, usually.
Okay.
But people had theirs from sometimes 2 weeks, 1 month,
Okay.
what is a bit abnormal.
Okay.
But normally it's supposed to be 3 days to 7 days. Okay. That is my view on it.
Okay. How soon do women begin menstruation?
These days it's from the ages of 10.
10.
Wow.
A woman menstruates at 10 years.
10?
Well, that sounds a bit new to me, but now one thing is it necessary for a woman to prepare for her menstruation? Should a woman prepare against menstruation?
Very necessary for a woman to prepare.
How do you prepare for menstruation?
You get your necessary things down, pad, and things. Even before that, you have to take in some folic acid, some blood tonic to regulate your blood in the flow so that you don't have that serious cramps.
Okay, so how do you know that it's coming? How do you know that the period is coming that you prepare against it?
So you have this bloating in your abdomen, abdominal pains, back pains. Then you see there is a discharge that comes out in a form of mucus. It's called the cervical mucus.
Okay.
So that is it.
Even the tenderness of the breast.
Oh, tell it, the breast feels tender.
And the pain that comes with it, the tenderness brings pain. No?
That
It's
is
very
bringing
pain.
something to mind, a scene that played in the past to mind.
Sometimes you do that by tracking your cycles.
Oh, like by a device or something?
No, by calendar.
So you have a calendar on your phone that you use to track
please.
it?
And some
Oh,
of the ladies, the thing, it doesn't come month. Sometimes it comes every month.
Okay.
And a special date, but sometimes it varies.
Okay.
Yeah. In a sense that for me, should a lady of mine have her period and I see the blood, automatically I have my period.
Yeah, it's
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like let's say my mom has her period, then automatically all the girls would have their period. It's like I don't know, a connection.
So it comes with seeing another woman's blood, and then yours just follows up like that.
It happens.
That is
so it's irregular.
wow.
That varies from everyone because some ladies, their menstrual cycle is 28 days, some is 30, 31, up to 35 days.
35 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have to wait till 35 days.
Yes, that's a menstrual cycle.
That's the
For
cycle.
some.
Okay.
For some, but some is 28 days.
Okay. So how should a woman care for herself during menstruation?
Personal hygiene.
How
That
do
is
you
the
do
very
that?
First key. So bath regularly. Make sure you change your pad within the hours of 5 or 3.
Okay.
Get your disinfectant done, which
Okay.
we call Dettol, Camel, something
Okay.
like that. You
Yeah.
put it
You get
in,
it.
Some
in
pills.
your bathroom water.
Yeah,
Okay.
some pills.
Okay, so quickly, let me just speak about this. I had a relationship, and my partner used to spend weekends at mine. So there was this time that she had a period, and I knew it was over, and I wanted to visit Palace, and she said she had to do something, even though the blood is done, she still has to do some cleanup before anything else could go on. I felt like she was being stingy, but is there any special things that you guys do right after menstruation just to keep things away?
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
All the blood might not come out, so this is when you have to bath hot water and you wash down there.
Okay.
They mostly say it's not necessary to insert your fingers there, but during this time, it's very necessary to insert your fingers there to bring out the blood, some clots that may be stuck in there. Then you use disinfectants, and mostly you take blood tonic. It's very necessary to take blood tonic after menstruation.
Okay, so if the fingers are not there and everything, guys, if you go, Charlie, you just go and meet evidence. So
No, sometimes and the 6 days or the 5 days might be up to, but still it will be coming small.
Okay, so if you have a partner, a man, what barriers should he keep during this time that you're having your period?
But before that, I want to say something.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're menstruating and you have sex, it happens that it keeps longer days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, longer days. Maybe you're supposed to have it 5 days or 4 days. But when you have sex, sometimes it can go to 7 days, or because that particular time that you were doing that, it seems you are stopping the blood from flowing. So when you stop, then the blood starts to come out many or something like that.
It become more actually.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
And I've also heard it from somebody that when the time is getting closer and you engage in sexual intercourse, it might either delay or come earlier than the normal dates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even taking pills,
Okay.
they also prolong or either delay it.
All right then.
we have these pills that you take in case you want to go and swim with your friends. Maybe your birthday, you want to go out or something.
Okay, thanks. So actually, if you're a man and you have a partner and she's in that period and she says she doesn't want to do it, I think there is no need to be given the pressure that men have been given, Noble.
Oh yeah, sure. Because
Can you have that patience, Noble?
oh yeah, I will. Because it's a must.
How let me send me there in that period?
Don't say that too.
Charlie,
Because-
no, John, you see, Konji no catch John before. John, Konji catch you before.
You know what? You have your personal boundaries. You don't break those boundaries just to satisfy. The thing is there for you forever. It's not something temporary. Okay. So let the time be up. You chop your thing properly. And you
Faith, do you think that men have been programmed to hate menstruation?
No. I wouldn't say they have been programmed to hate menstruation.
So why the stigma? We don't have to lie, right? Men actually don't like menstruation. John, true or false?
most men don't like menstruation.
Yes, it's true. A lot of men don't like menstruation.
I think it all boils down on education.
Okay.
If men are educated well, if they are educated well, I think it will change. Because menstruation, I don't think is anything bad.
No, but do you hate menstruation?
No, actually, menstruation was there before we were born.
Okay.
So there's no way we can throw that hate to menstruation. Okay. It all depends on the lady.
Okay.
Some of the ladies actually they don't give that hygienic atmosphere to themselves.
Okay.
So if you end up working with a lady and you end up or that sign pop up somewhere, if you don't take time, you end up hating the lady whilst they're in the menstruation. But some ladies, whenever they're in menstruation, you never know. Okay. Unless they even open their mouths to tell you that they're in menstruation.
Okay. Very. What is a man's role in helping his partner during menstruation?
Hey, this is the necessary part of the story. That is when you have to show your partner that you are truly there for her.
Okay.
By using your hand in the abdomen, pampering her, holding her tight, cooking breakfast for her. Let her feel comfortable.
That looks like she's joined a pathway to somewhere else, man.
Very, won't that lead to something else?
No, baby.
Oh my God.
You can even fix pad for your girlfriend.
Okay. Okay, so guys, see, honestly, I feel like during this period, women deserve more than just, being looked at. I didn't know this. I had a partner, the one I just spoke about earlier. During her period, I realized that we had this distance. We never really had a connection. And I think that is what I had learned. So in a conversation with my elder sister, she told me a few things to do. So usually when I get my salary, I used to go to the mall to get groceries, right? So I changed my shopping list. I would add things like menstrual pad. And this is the time that a man should know what his woman really likes. So I knew that she liked scented candles, fragrances, detergents, like as in very, very perfumed ones. So I'd get that and bring it along. Then she rather opened more to me during this period than any other time because she felt I was a part of her down moment. So I feel like, men have not done much in that area. John, do you think that every man should participate like my good self did?
Sure, you did very well. And every man should copy it, at least a bit of that.
Okay. So now, ladies, how does it feel when you have a partner who doesn't support at all during your menstruation?
You feel like the love is not there.
It's
the
not
care
there.
and the attention is not there.
Okay. Simply, if the guy doesn't care, but then he always, cries for konji, what do you do?
He doesn't care, but he's always crying.
Okay.
Because of Kwenchi.
Okay.
I'm also in pains. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this abdominal pains. So we are equal in that.
Okay, so sometimes men just come, they don't care what is there, they just want to offload a gun.
So would you be okay like pounding in me whilst I'm in my period with the blood and everything?
An armed man doesn't really know barriers. We don't know, but am I lying?
Oh, no, but at least you should respect yourself, and there are conditions to need to be respected as well.
No, but have you ever, knocked in for when a woman is in her period?
No.
David, is that something that you see yourself doing sometime?
It's something I just want to feel.
You want to experience it? You want to see how it feels?
I think men that are highly spiritual, I think they shy away from women when things like that.
I'm not a very spiritual man. We had conversations with women, and they tell us that sometimes during their periods they become more horny and they really want to actually knock.
Yeah.
And I've heard some conversations saying that during that time, the place is rather well lubricated.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Very, very true. Like it goes smoothly. Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
So we should take.
So how do you know?
How do you know? Because I feel it. Yeah.
Yes.
Blood is coming out. Is the place supposed to be dry?
We don't know.
Liquid. That's liquid coming out. Yeah. You get.
Okay.
So it's not supposed to be dry.
Oh, okay. So solid can just swim in the liquid easily.
And
I get the point. Okay. Ronique, is it so lubricated? Is it naturally lubricated? We heard it is.
Of course it is.
Hey, no, but have you ever tried in the lubricants?
Oh, nah.
Okay, so Faith has a medical background. So, Faith, is it healthy to have sex urine?
Not healthy at all.
We heard people saying it's actually the best time to do it.
Best time? How?
They said it presents the best moment. It's lubricated and she's naturally horny, so it's time to just add a piece to a piece.
Most ladies ovulate during menstruation.
They ovulate?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you are not ready for pregnancy, how then will you know whether you are ovulating or not ovulating? That is one. And it's not hygienic to have sex during menstruation.
Why is it not hygienic?
Blood coming out is...
I'll just go and take a bath.
My brother, do you know what? Even when you are eating and you bite your tongue, you pause the eating, clean your mouth off the blood before you continue the food.
John, you are speaking on your own.
It's not hygienic. It's not healthy.
Okay.
Even as a lady, you yourself cry, you are feeling unhygienic. How much more a guy wants to enter there?
It can be infectious. Yeah, very, very infectious.
Okay, so...
those adventurous men like me.
Yeah, adventurous men like us. Adventurous men like us.
And we, the ladies that are ready to try that, we will.
Yeah, we have a team that is willing to just go. So we heard of some hot water things that you guys do that sometimes, you guys, your abdomen aches and then we have to get hot water bags and all that. Is that thing workable?
Yeah, very, very much. So it helps with the blood melting. So there is a clot there that makes you feel the pain more. So the more you use your heating pads or your hot water, it makes the blood flow.
Okay. John, what is the most important thing you've learned about menstruation from a female friend?
The most important thing,
Yeah, you've learned from a female friend about
what I
menstruation.
know is this is the time that most of them practice their hygiene.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but what is the most important thing you've learned from a female friend about menstruation?
Oh, during that period of time, what happens is they normally, their inability to control their anger. So anytime you're working with a female friend that normally, or they are in that particular period of the month, you must know how to handle them in terms of anger issue as well.
So, ladies, are they saying that menstruation affects your mood?
It's not anger, it's hormones. It comes with the discomfort which bring out that thing.
Because
You
of the
people
pain you
seems
go
as
through.
anger.
So it brings about the mood swings. Yeah, it's not anger. Yeah, it's not actually anger.
So, all those arrogance that made us stop giving chop money is not really anger.
No.
you guys giving chop money. It's not
I've
anger.
been
You
collecting.
shouldn't be angry.
I mean, John has been paying on time.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So, I mean, Dave, have you ever paid during the mood swing?
Have I?
Ever paid during the mood swing? Because some of us don't pay during the mood swing. Some of us even buy more gifts during the mood swing.
Yeah, I do.
You pay?
I do.
Which one? You pay or you buy more gifts?
I pay, I buy more gifts.
Chairman,
sometimes the hormonal imbalance or the mood swing,
Yeah.
like you feel like you need to do more to console the person.
Okay.
So you end up doing more.
No, but how do you support the women in your life during menstruation?
I don't think you should have waited when a lady is menstruating before you play your role as a husband or a boyfriend.
Which role do you play as a man?
At least you can support her by supplying her the pad and other things that she needs during that particular period.
Faith, do you guys really need that help?
Yes, of course. I need that from my man.
Okay. I think yesterday during a conversation, a lady said something that when you are really a novice in menstruation and your menses come first time that you don't have money to buy pads, it's the most down and frustrating moment in a woman's life. That thing really broke something in me, and I felt like men should rather be more charged. We shouldn't give money on special occasions. We should assign something just there so that our women cannot, experience that down moment. That really, really broke me. Have you ever had that down moment before in your life?
Yeah, sure, I have.
Can you tell us about the experience?
A scenario where I went for a meeting and I was in my period, so I was new to it, so I had only one pad which I was in, so I ended up over bleeding and I got stained. So if it were not to be I had hanky, I wouldn't know what to do. So in that case, I used my hanky instead of using a pad. So I felt very, very bad sitting there. So it's very bad. So you have to plan ahead of everything that you do.
John, if you see a woman stain her clothes in public, what is the first thing that you're going to do?
Okay, I studied. This is what I do. I did before.
Okay.
Definitely there will be a lady there, and I prompt the lady to prompt the woman in question, and then where the solutions are, we find it out, and we solve it right there.
Okay. No, but what are you going to do when you just go out and see a sister stain her clothes? What are the first things that you're going to do?
Oh, just to add up to what my brother just said, that's the best way to go. At times, some of the ladies then feel shy. If I were to approach them directly, that they are somehow stained. So the best thing to do is to call a nearby woman or a nearby lady through her, then she can contact her directly.
Okay.
That would be the best thing, that approaching her directly.
Faith, should a woman always use menstrual pads or the other sanitary materials that women can use, and how differently do they work?
It all works perfectly the same way, but it depends on. It varies from
person to person. So, what are some of the menstrual, devices? I mean, as in the menstrual hygiene. How do I even say this?
Most of us are comfortable with the pads.
Okay.
Some go for the menstrual cups.
Okay.
Some go for the tampons.
Yes.
And others use Pampers.
Okay. Normal, as in the
baby's Pampers. The fat ones are comfortable with the diapers than the pad.
So you're not going to say, how are you going to wear your G-string on that one?
That's why you have to wear a comfortable dressing. Like, you have to be comfortable with whatever you are wearing.
Maybe you're not pants anymore.
Oh.
Sometimes the pants too, they show. When you are wearing them, they show maybe in trousers or skinny. So you do, sometimes because of that, we prefer using the tampons more than the pad.
Is it necessary to assign a particular panty for menstruation?
Yeah, very
Because we have heard that I was slappy with my menstrual pants and all that. We've heard that.
It's very necessary.
Why is it necessary?
You can use all your pants, like you can use white pants, especially for periods. So we ladies use a black pants or any old pants that you know that.
So the guys here who has been carrying black pants or use their teeth to remove the black pants.
Not only the pant, though.
Okay.
When you are in your menstruation, you should be wearing something black, like.
Okay, why?
Especially the undies.
Okay.
Or clothes, so that even if you stain in public, it wouldn't show.
Oh, okay. Who has ever stained here before? Have you ever stained yourself?
Yes.
Experience. Tell us about it.
I was in a meeting with my friends. I got up and one shouted, but he was a guy. So he gave me his hoodie and then I used it to cover myself. Yeah. That was the most
embarrassing. You have this.
Actually, it happens on this campus, so.
It happens.
Last year, first semester, when we were doing our departmental meeting, and I don't even know. So something just told me to look down, and I realized that everything is looking red. So I had to run home and go and change.
Oh,
it
okay.
happens.
I mean, let me just boast a bit. There was this time that I was around Peace FM in Accra, and I saw a sister working with a man, with this guy, and I like that sister. Nice. Then, she's just put together. When I looked, she wore this white trousers, and I saw blood. At first, I thought it was just, a design and a thing, but I saw that, no, it's getting thicker. So I walked to her, and I just took my shirt off, and I gave it to her, and I showed some muzzle, and she was grateful. So she gave me a number after that, and we had a good conversation after that, though.
Hallelujah.
Come on, man. I used to look like... No, man. I used to be a stunner man. What are you saying?
All right.
Okay, so I think it's time for us to go into the streets and get a snapshot of public opinion on this matter. Today on the Public Pulse segment, we have come to the University of Education, Winneba, College of Languages, to ask them what they think comes to a man's mind when he hears the word menstruation. Come along with me as we explore this topic. Hello.
Hi.
Please, what do you think comes to a man's mind when he hears the word menstruation?
Menstruation meant it to be like a season where a lady or a woman is not pure to be with or to do certain things that she does for a man. That's how I think menstruation.
Okay.
It means a woman is getting her period. They feel dirty. It's a dirty thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually they think that the woman is dirty at that point in time.
Okay.
So they tend to disassociate themselves from the woman. Because they feel that blood running through her genitals. Yeah, nah.
Oh, it means a woman is not clean for business, Okay. You know the business I'm talking about.
Oh, what I think is if a man hears about a lady menstruation, what comes into his mind is he's mature for him to date. Yeah.
Just a blood flow on the part of ladies.
Guys, are there any misconceptions about menstruation? Are there any social misconceptions about menstruation?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, what I know and what I've heard is people criticize women that they are witch and they are goddess, because it's only goddess that bleeds and they are the only people that like blood. So when you are in your menstrual period, that means at that particular time you are a spirit. Whatever you seek or pray for, it will come to pass. But that is not true. I don't know the scientific aspect too.
Okay.
And they also believe that we are bad lucks whenever we are menstruating. Yeah, men believe that when they touch us while we are in that period, then
things don't work out for them. That's what they think. And in the sense that you go to church, I've heard something of that sort, that should you be in your period, you're not supposed to go for communion. I've heard it.
When you're menstruating, you not go inside the church. You stay outside, maybe under a tree, or they'll do a nice canopy outside for you to stay there.
Okay.
Because of their belief that they maybe are bad luck to the church.
Okay, so are there times that that women miss their periods without having sex or being pregnant?
Yeah, mostly this happens when you are on contraceptives.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you just miss your period.
And change of environment. Let's say I've been staying here for long and I move to the house. After that 4 months, my menses might delay or might not come at all that month. That does not mean I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it also has to do with the stress. When you are stressed, you are thinking much. It also delays period. So during that month, you wouldn't see your period.
Sometimes too, the food you take, the foods that you take in, they will delay your menstruation.
Okay, guys, so how can we, I feel like women have been nice to us, guys, true or false?
Sure, yeah.
Women have really elevated a lot of us. These people are kind in their own way. Aside from being crazy and dealing us, women have been very, very kind to us. So I feel menstruation is a part of them that we have to learn to, accept, embrace as young men. So how can we raise more awareness and promote education about menstruation?
I think they've been doing that in schools. So I think more NGOs should also try their best and then educate young ladies about.
No, I'm talking of we, the men. How can we be involved in telling other men that this is not a taboo? They are not witches. That's just how God has created them.
We just have to let them know it's a natural phenomenon.
Okay.
They'd never apply for this. It's part of their system, just as we break our voice at times.
Yeah.
Don't you erect? It's not a demonic. Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
See,
I know.
Simply, how do you know that men have been
I have
erected?
an elderly brother who talks to me about all that.
So as it happens to men, same happens to women too.
You see, we normally try to oppose ladies whenever they are in a menstruation, just because of certain misconception we have inherited from our forefathers.
Yeah, that's true.
Some of them used to have certain taboos and norms that doesn't correspond with ladies' menstruation whilst they are in that particular atmosphere.
Okay.
So currently, we're in 21st century. We should let the people know, our colleague guys over there know that by then, it's all about misconception. It's something normal.
Okay.
So a lady being in a menstruation should be prevented from entering certain places or going for certain things as well.
Okay. Now, if you're in a school environment, let me say a hostel or an apartment you share with other people, what is the proper way to dispose a used menstrual pad?
Okay, so sometimes you'd have to bend them.
You burn it? Is it not wet with blood?
No, when you bend it, it will surely.
Or you dark holes, very deep one. Because some people are not allowed to bend blood, like it's against some.
Sometimes,
they
say we should tie it in black rubber and dump it into the toilet.
Oh, is that rather safe?
No.
Okay, I think the best way to do this is the very first day you are in your menses, you get a metal bucket at the back of your house. When you finish, you put it under, cover it. The next day, same, till you finish. Then you pour kerosene on it, lighten it, and put the bucket over and it burns. That is the best way so that the smell will not take off the environment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So actually, if you don't have any options, some people also soak it so the blood comes out of it before throwing it away.
Is that healthy?
Not like soak it inside anything. You just put it down, pour water on it. You make sure the blood is no more inside. Then you throw it away.
Oh, okay. So this one, every lady is going to answer this question. So when you are in your period and still have to go about your day like it's normal, what 5 things would I find in your bag?
You find pad, a nice perfume, a hand sanitizer, a napkin, and a paracetamol. Because of the headache and the mood swing and other stuff.
Reading pants. Yes.
Sim, what 5 things am I going to find in your bag? Quickly.
So you have pads, pants, the painkillers, and tissue, sanitizer, and a nice perfume.
Okay.
That's what you should bring.
What 5 things will I find in your bag during your period?
You find the pad, my pants, my perfume, and tissue.
Cigar?
So you find pad, pants, disinfectant, then a perfume, paracetamol, a painkiller.
Well, you guys are pharmacists, eh? Wait, what 5 things would I find in your bag during your period?
My bag, you might find sanitizer, pants, pad, not necessarily because I don't flow heavily, so it depends the hours I'm spending out before I might take a long pad.
Okay.
Then I don't go with painkillers because I flow normally. I don't have those headaches or abdominal pains.
Okay. David Noble, what has this conversation taught you, and what has it renewed about you concerning menstruation?
Okay. This is nice. Those misconceptions that we normally had about ladies whenever they are menstruation at this, I've been educated now.
Yeah.
That's not the moment for us to oppose them, but rather show them care and love and other things.
Okay. Dave, would you still knock during, the period? Since you've heard that it's painful, would you still do it?
As I said, I'm adventurous.
Something masculine.
I would have to try.
But then you want it to be wet.
My advice to guys is they should buy a pad and keep it in their rooms. It will help one day.
Okay, buy pads and keep them in your room. They might just help one day.
Ladies, I would like to ask, do you all go by a particular pad or everybody with her preference?
Please don't call any product name over here.
We go by different things, not only the pad.
So meaning you can buy one down and she will come, it not be comfortable with it, right? So how do you
have to use it?
Oh, I see.
Some are when you use them, sometimes that place itch.
Okay, it itches. Oh, okay. So you must know what works for you to be able to use it. Oh, okay. This conversation has been the most intuitive I've had, in a very long time. And I feel like conversation like this should not be relegated to the background. We should have them more. We should desensitize our colleagues, men, and tell them that, look, this is not a taboo. This is not a curse. This is just a part of a woman. Just like how you guys complain about blue balls, right? Yeah. So, guys, menstruation is a part of a woman. So tomorrow is Valentine, for instance. If she's, in that time, would you still take her out?
Oh, of course, I would have to take her out.
Okay.
It's not about knocking. It's about showing love. So.
Okay. Yeah, I read a poem that said, "Way leads to way." That's what I'm asking. Very, would you want to go out on Valentine's Day while still in the blue moon?
Yes, I will go, Papa. Very much.
Why? What of the pain? The crumbs and everything.
You have to take care of that, so you didn't feel like you are alone in it. So you have to have fun. Yeah.
John, who are you taking out tomorrow for Valentine?
On the time counts, you get me,
Hey,
she'll go, Papa.
Okay. Now, ladies, this is mandatory. So send shout out to 2 guys you crush on in the school.
Shout out to those boys.
Oh no, Yeah. So 2 guys that you've crushed on in the school. Just go.
Those boys, those and that. I love you.
Seraphim, 2 guys. As for you, I know that, Charlie, you don't take hostages. No.
I have only one person.
Okay.
Shout out to him.
Sika, 2 guys you've crushed on in school. Just.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
I can't remember crushing on anybody.
You see, women, the reason we shouldn't be giving them their money. Faye, 2 guys you've crushed on in school.
2 guys. Shout out to my G's. You know yourselves.
So shout out to Big 7.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Big 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been a rather educative episode, and I look forward for us to have more educative conversations on the E100 podcast. This podcast is designed for you, supposed to entertain you and open your mind to a lot of things as well. Subscribe to the channel, view the videos, enjoy the conversation, and we'll meet you same time next week with another breathtaking topic. Take care of yourself and have a fantastic week. The E100 podcast.
Welcome to the heart of the conversation.